Hey guys, Luke here. I'm here to preview round 19 of the 2015 NRL season. Now, I believe this is Heritage Round, and I was kind of under the impression that Heritage Round is where, a lot of big rivalries take place, but really only seems to be two rivalries maybe, that being Bulldogs and Eels and Bulldogs, and Dragons and Rabbitohs. Yeah, I just thought it was always the round where all the sides who have good rivalries versus each other. Like from memory, I think Eels always used to verse Manly. Who else was there? Dragons and Rabbitohs obviously playing there. But that's what Broncos, Cowboys probably. I don't know. Maybe there just isn't that many rivalries. I don't know. Let's get into the games though. So we got Melbourne taking on Penrith, Parramatta and the Bulldogs, Canberra and Cronulla, Newcastle and the Titans, the Dragons and Rabbitohs, Roosters, Warriors, Broncos and the Tigers, and Manly and North Queensland. First game is on Friday night. It's Eels taking on the Bulldogs. Now, obviously, I'm a Bulldog supporter, so I'm going to be backing them. But in terms of the sides, the Eels side has been in okay form, I suppose, but they haven't really versed any real great sides or anything. I suppose Sando holds the key in this game, just whether he shows up or not. Corey Norman at fullback hasn't played a lot lately. Obviously he's capable, but he seems to be a bit of a turnstile on the fence. Maybe that would come in something like positive for the Bulldogs. I don't know. I think Peets is rumoured to be playing. That'll be a big in for him, as for the Eels, but also he's going to be low on fitness as well after not playing for so long. So I'd say they'll carry a hooker on the bench probably. In terms of the Bulldogs, probably the best side we're going to get for the rest of the year. It all depends on, is Mbai going to play? Will Hawkinson play? Reynolds drop off? Will Tim Brown come into the bench? There's a lot of questions still to be asked, but I'm feeling quite confident. I thought the defence was pretty good last week. Obviously, ball security and that was quite crap, but I'm thinking that we're going to be able to roll the Parramatta forwards. From the last game, I think Milrower and Mo were the only ones who sort of threatened a little bit, but I think we should be able to cover them, and the rest will take care of itself, I think. So yeah, like I said, I'm expecting the Bulldogs to win, and I'll say 13 plus. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Next game is Melbourne taking on Penrith. This is an interesting one. Tennis Lesniak out, obviously with a collapsed lung. So I'm not really sure how they're going to go there. Will Dean Varro go back to fullback possibly? Have they got another guy in the 20s or reserve grade to come in? They probably do. Is Mansour? Mansour must be injured. I don't know what's to go over their side, but I'm sure they've got a capable guy to come in. Jennings can maybe come to the centre, and Varro go to fullback. Probably not too bad. David Simmons even. Yeah, they've been playing pretty well as of late. Storm, they're on the slide. They're going downhill, I think. And I do think Panthers will win this pretty convincingly, I think, even with it being in Melbourne. I'd say they'll contest it for a while, obviously, with Cameron Smith and Cooper Cronk. You can never rule them out, but yeah, I just feel Panthers to be too strong. I will say 13 plus. Raiders taking on the Sharks. Now, this potentially could be game of the round. I think both sides got a lot to play for. Both, are hoping for a finals berth they haven't had for a little while. So, they've got a lot to play for, like I said. Battle of the halves. You got Jeff Robson and Jack Bird. Both players who, Jeff Robson's is quite experienced, but he's not the best. And Jack Bird, he's not really a half, but he's been playing pretty well there. Up against Blake Austin, the form. You could argue he's the form player of the comp. It's definitely the form 5'8" of the comp, you'd think. And Kurt Baptiste, who hasn't played a lot of halfback. I don't even know if he's ever played first grade halfback. So remains to be seen how he goes. I'm not really sure if Joseph Leilua on the bench. I don't really know what was the point of signing him, really. To come on the bench. I just don't get it. Also, the 4-pack. Just all over the battle is just going to be incredible, I think. I'm going to back the Raiders, just the fact that they're at home. The scoreline will go 1-12, but yeah, I suppose Baptiste might hold the key to this one, just how he handles halfback. But you'd think he'll go alright, I think. Next game is the Knights taking on the Titans. Now this is a game, two sort of wooden spoon contenders you'd probably think. Well, you'd say Knights probably got it wrapped up, but Titans are a side who probably should have been down there. Like, look at the injuries they got. They shouldn't be winning games or even being in the contest, and while they haven't really, but against the Knights, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Knights looked okay last week, I've got to say. I suppose injuries have been hurting them a lot this year. They finally got Mullen and Roberts back. That they've got a good combination. They've had that combination for a long time, so they know how to play with each other. Also, with Hodkinson signing, both of them be looking to impress. You think Mullen's got the other spot, 100%, but Tyrone Roberts definitely have to start playing out of his skin to be any chance, because he's just been shocking this year. 4-pack's going to be a pretty good battle, but I don't know. It's really hard to pick this one. The more I think about it, the more I'm saying Knights, just due to the fact that they're at home, they haven't got as many injuries, and Mullen's a huge in for them as well. I know he played last week as well, but another game under his belt. So yeah, I'm going to go Knights 1-12. Dragons taking on the Rabbitohs. So yeah, this is another one that could easily be a game of the round. But at the same time, Dragons, they've had a lot of injuries. Looks like they're starting to get a few troops back. A lot of troops back compared to what they were before. But at the same time, these guys haven't played for a while, so I don't know. They've lost their form. They lost the momentum. They had a lot of momentum going on, and you just got to ride the momentum really in the NRL. And once it's gone, it's sort of hard to turn around. Can they do it? Sure, they can do it. But I mean, Rabbitohs also going alright at this stage as well. So, and Rabbitohs, I feel like Rabbitohs are they're going to sort of just turn it on at this sort of time of the season, like they did last year. Like they sort of coasted for a while. Now they're just going to turn it on. Reynolds is back from injury. Inglis and that don't have to worry about Origin, so should be able to get the combinations back and just play well, to be honest. So I'm expecting a Rabbitohs victory, although I expect Dragons to defend pretty well. So I'm not expecting a blowout or anything, but maybe 1-12. Yeah, Rabbitohs. Next game is the Roosters and the Warriors. Now, I'm going to be picking the Roosters just due to the fact that they're at home and obviously a super side, potentially the top side in the NRL. But the Warriors can definitely frighten them a little bit. They could even pick up the victory. They've been looking very good, the Warriors, as of late. Nathan Friend doing the backflip. Maybe he can pull off another one, who knows. Sean Johnson, pretty good form. Townsend, they've got a good combination. Sam Tompkins back, I think, is the key to them, to be honest. I think he's very underrated in terms of, like, people expected him to be Billy Slater, but I think he might not be up to that level, but he's still pretty good. Like, he's still very, very good. And, they're a way better side with him in the side than having to, like, put Lolohea or someone. Even though they've done a pretty okay job, but Tompkins just got great ball skills. Potentially the best in the comp, I'd say, for a fullback anyways. But yeah, I'm going to say Roosters. I'm going to say 1-12. I think Warriors will contest it for a while, but in the end, I think they won't be good enough. Last two games, we've got the Broncos taking on the Tigers. Sorry, my voice going weird then. Home game for the Broncos, and I think this is going to be a slaughtering for the Broncos, to be honest with you. Obviously, Broncos in incredible form. Last week, they won against the Bulldogs. I don't think they were particularly that impressive, but that's just conditions, I think. But they had a lot of possession. Daniel Vito not in the squad this week. Maranta on the wing. I thought Vito, when he had the ball last week, from Bulldogs' perspective, I was like, oh shit, try. That's what it seriously felt like. But obviously Maranta, he's tried him. He's proven himself top try scorer for them, I think, and he's just generally pretty safe. Whereas Vito can drop a lot of ball. But yeah, Broncos very strong. Tigers on the other hand, just a lot of players who I'm not very familiar with, like Nathan Malone. I mean, they could come out and surprise everyone, but yeah, a lot of youngsters, and I just don't think they can get the job done up at Suncorp. 13+ for the Broncos. Last game of the round, Seagulls and Cowboys. Another potential game of the round, probably will be. You got Seagulls, who are in some pretty good form. Cowboys obviously still in pretty good form. How tired are the Cowboys? They got a lot of people. I know Origin was a few weeks ago, but there still could be some effects from Origin. Seagulls very fresh. They've had a little bit more rest during the Origin period. Obviously, Cherry Evans snub could have set him on fire, to be honest, like, in terms of form, that is. Set him off. Yeah, just Seagulls get a lot of players back, less injuries. I think that's the problem with them, just kept getting injury after injury. The Cowboys, we've seen them, the argument for them all the time was they don't travel well, but they've travelled pretty well this year, very well this year. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't really say anything against Cowboys. They're just a strong side. The only thing is Manly at Brookvale. That could be the key. But I'm going to go Cowboys 1-12. But it'll be a great game. Anyways, that's where the video is going to end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment with your predictions, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion if you'd like. My Twitter handle is @MrLukeOnMyT, and I've got a Facebook page in the description below. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.